Hi, Assalamualaikum and greetings. My name is HUSNA AQILA binti RUBAINE and I will talk about the synopsis of our role play. The scenario involves a collaborative proposal between the Malaysian company Les Kopak Production from Malaysia and the Walt Disney Company from the USA to create a movie featuring characters from Upin dan Ipin and also Big Hero 6. So it presents an exciting opportunity to blend Disney's global appeal and also technological expertise with Les Kopak cultural authenticity and storytelling rooted in Malaysian values. However, cultural differences, creative goals and also audience expectations present some challenges in the negotiations. One of the biggest issues is communication styles, which is Disney, the American, from a low context culture, values direct communication and also efficiency, while Les Kopak high context culture emphasizes relationship building and also indirect communication and a more methodical decision-making process. So these differences can lead to misunderstandings and also require careful navigation. Hence, creative differences also pose a challenge, especially regarding representation. So Disney's push for inclusivity, such as LGBT representation, conflicts with Malaysian cultural norms, where such themes are not widely accepted. Les Kopak insists on maintaining cultural authenticity, fearing that such inclusivity would misrepresent the Malaysia's values. Finally, the creative control and localization are points of detention in the negotiation. So Les Kopak wants to be involved in script writing and character development to ensure cultural accuracy, while Disney prioritizes efficiency and also the brand of consistency. In conclusion, this scenario illustrates the complexity of cross-cultural collaboration. This roleplay is packed with twists and turns, showing just how tricky cross-cultural negotiation and collaboration can be. Hence, will these two powerhouse companies find a way to combine their strengths while respecting their differences? Tune in to find out how both companies can find common ground to create a movie that appeals to both local and global audiences while they staying true to their respective cultural values.
So now I'll be explaining about the role will be played by each one of our group members. First of all, I would go to the representative of Malaysia or Les Kopak Production. Me myself will be playing a role of Datin Adriana, the CEO of Les Kopak Production, and she is responsible for the overall negotiation, decision making and critical thinking, which is on behalf of Les Kopak. Next, we have HUSNA AQILA. So HUSNA AQILA will be playing the role of Miss AQILA, a cultural consultant, which is Malaysian, and she will provide insight into the cultural aspects of Les Kopak work, ensuring the collaboration adheres to local norms, tradition, and cultural nuances. The last representative from Les Kopak is HUSNINA NABIHAH, and she'll be playing a role of Miss HUSNINA, the head animator of Les Kopak, and as well she is Malaysian. So HUSNINA or Miss HUSNINA provides the insight into the animation process to ensure that the animation quality and standards are consistent with the production reputation.
So I will be introducing the characters that will be representing the Walt Disney. First, it is I, MARSHA, MAISARAH, that will be playing a character that is named Miss Marsh Addison. She is the head of international collaboration and she is an American. So her role for this negotiation roleplay is she is responsible for ensuring that the relationship is consistent with Disney worldwide strategy and vision. She leads conversations about the partnership's financial and legal aspects. Then she will also ensure that Disney content respects and reflects the cultural features of the local market. And last but not least, Marsh Addison character will oversee how the partnership is portrayed in the media and handles any public facing aspects of the negotiation. Next, the other character that will be representing Walt Disney is Daniel Lewis, which will be played by Mohamed Daniel. So his character serves as the creative director of animated features and also another American. What will he do is that he will direct the project creative concept, collaborating with both Last Kopak and the Disney team to ensure that the animation style animation style and plot are consistent. Next, his character is responsible in the collaboration with Last Kopak animators to guarantee that the creative outputs of both teams are consistent. And last but not least, he will facilitate the integration of both a company's characters, storylines, and also visual style.
In our roleplay, we exploit cultural differences between Disney from the United States of America and Last Kopak from Malaysia, which affected the negotiation process. And now, we're going to look at the cultural dimensions in this roleplay. First, individualism versus collectivism. The US is a highly individualistic society where personal identity and self-expression are valued. This is why Disney pushed for Abang Sali to be openly gay, emphasizing global inclusivity. However, Malaysia is collectivist, meaning social harmony and community values come first. The Malaysian team disagreed with an explicit portrayal, suggesting a more subtle approach to avoid cultural and religious conflicts. This created tension as Disney focused on creative freedom, while Malaysia prioritized cultural sensitivity. The second one is the power distance. The US has low power distance, meaning employees express opinions freely, as seen in Disney's open discussion about changes. Malaysia, however, has high power distance, where hierarchy and tradition are respected. The Malaysian team was more cautious and diplomatic, ensuring their stance aligned with cultural and national expectation. These differences influenced the negotiation speed, while Disney was direct and assertive. Malaysia took a careful and measured approach. The third one, masculinity and versus femininity. The US has a masculine culture where business decisions are goal-driven and competitive. Disney focused on market expansion and inclusivity, pushing for changes that would attract a wider audience. Meanwhile, Malaysia has a feminine culture, valuing cooperation and social harmony. The Malaysian team prioritized preserving cultural identity and avoiding controversy, leading to a negotiation style that was more cautious and relationship focused.
Hello, hi. So I'm going to explain the rest of the cultural dimension between both countries, which is America. They have low uncertainty avoidance. Why is this being said? It's that the United States are more open to taking risks, experimenting with new ideas, and adapting to different cultural perspectives compared to Malaysia, which is have higher uncertainty avoidance because Malaysia has a preference for stability, tradition, and clear guideline. This can be seen, which is in during the discussion about innovative storytelling technique, the American team, being more comfortable with ambiguity and risk-taking, might propose bold and experimental narrative ideas. In contrast, Malaysian team preferred structured environment and clear guideline, might seek detailed plans and assurance to mitigate any risk associated with these new approaches. For the next cultural dimension, which is long-term versus short-term orientation, America has short-term orientation where American business focus on immediate success, efficiency, and meeting current global. This has also been proven when planning for short-term result, America might prioritize immediate milestone and quick win to gauge the project success. Instead, to compare with the Malaysia, which is they have long-term orientation, because that tradition and cultural preservation are prioritized over short-term gains. Can be seen where Malaysian team might emphasize long-term benefits and strategic planning for future collaboration. For the last cultural dimension, which is indulgent versus restraint, United States is a highly indulgent society because they feel enjoyment, personal freedom, and leisure are prioritized to express themselves. This also can be seen where a discussion about promotional strategy and audience engagement. American team are more cultural indulgent. They suggest interactive and entertainment-focused marketing campaign that encourage audience participation and enjoyment. On the other hand, Malaysia team are more restrained society. And then this also can be showcased where Malaysia more into maintaining a balance between entertainment and informative content. That is all for the cultural dimension from me. Thank you. For the last cultural dimension, which is indulgent versus restraint, United States is a highly indulgent society because they feel enjoyment, personal freedom, and leisure are prioritized to express themselves. Also can be seen where a discussion about promotional strategy and audience engagement. American team are more cultural indulgent. They suggest interactive and entertainment-focused marketing campaign that encourage audience participation and enjoyment. On the other hand, Malaysia team are more restrained society.
Good day, everyone. I wish that all of you have a very good day. And before we start our great discussion today, I hope that each one of you has filled your stomach, because with an empty stomach, we can continue or proceed with our discussion. And if you haven't yet taken any of the meal, please take it later. All right. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is ADRIANA, and I am the CEO of Let's Copak Production. Today, I am so honored to have two representatives from Disney production. So, apa khabar? How are you?
We're good. Thank you for asking.
And thanks for the warm welcome. We have been talking about this specific collaboration for the longest time now, and we're really excited to explore this collaboration with all of you.
You're welcome. And by the way, hi Daniel and Marsh. So that is actually good to hear. Now, the reason we are all here to actually discuss about the collaboration, which is something that is truly exciting, which is the potential collaboration between our local Malaysian cartoon, which is Upin Ipin, and it has been under our production, which is Let's Copak Production, with your site, Disney production, which is we would like to propose Big Hero 6 to have collaboration with Upin Ipin, because this is actually to preserve our culture as to expose to people and to the audience from all ages. And just imagine if we bring these two perspectives and different cultures in one frame, we can make this story not only entertains, but we can highlight the culture that we are bringing together in this movie. So this is actually more than just a collaboration. This is actually an opportunity to share our identity, to gain more audiences, and which at the same time we are still staying to our roots. So I would like to hear what are your thoughts on this.
Thank you, Adriana. First of all, let me formally introduce myself to everybody. Hello, my name is MARSHA Addison. I'm the head of the international collaboration in Disney. First of all, I have to say that all of us here in Disney are very excited about this collaboration. Upin and Ipin is such a beloved series with a strong cultural identity, and I believe we can say why it means so much to Malaysian audience. Well, from Disney perspective, we see this partnership as an amazing opportunity to create a film that resonates with the audience worldwide, while staying true to what makes Upin Ipin so special. Disney has always been about storytelling, and storytelling that connects people all across the cultures, and we believe this collaboration could be something that is truly unique and something that has never been done before. So, what do you say, Daniel?
Yeah. So, first of all, hi and hello everyone. I'm Daniel Lewis, and I am the creative director of animated features for Disney. So, well, what can I say is that we are really excited to explore these possibilities, learn more about your vision, and hoping that we could find common ground to bring this idea to life, to make it reality. And there's so much potential here, and we cannot want to dive in.
Sorry.
Wow. Thank you, Miss Marsh and Mr. Dan. So that's really an interesting part from two of you. All right, before we start further or we dive deeper, I would like to introduce two main people from our production, which become two of the essential parts of our discussion today. We have Husna AQILA and HUSNINA NABIHAH.
So, thank you, that is Adriana. So, hi and hello everyone. Greetings to Miss Marsh and also Mr. Daniel. I am glad to be here with all of you. First of all, I am Akila. So, it's good to know all of you. I am the cultural consultant for Las. So, it is my privilege to make sure that everything we do stays deeply in the rich traditions and values of my country, which is Malaysia. So in this collaboration, I'll also be assisting in negotiating any agreements regarding cultural representations. I am also have to make sure that both the Malaysian and also the American perspective are honored in a balanced and respectful way that we have to achieve. So I am excited about what we can achieve together.
Hello, hi everyone. To the Malaysian team, which is my own members, and also to the American team. So, how are you doing, guys? I hope you all have a good day today because we are having a very big, important discussion for today, right? And a very pleasant, nice day to see all of you guys and meet you guys from Disney team, which is Miss March and Mr. Daniel. So, I am HUSNINA, and as the head animator for my team, I'm glad to work alongside Disney animation team to share our creativity in this collaboration. Not only creativity, but also the skill, expertise, and the advanced technology that we all know in this digital era, right? I look forward to sharing insight into our animation process and working together to set creative goals to ensure both Upin Ipin and Big Hero 6 shine in the final product and also become the golden showcase of the world.
Well, wonderful. Thank you all for the warm welcome. This collaboration with Les Kopak shows an exciting opportunity to bring together the beloved world of Upin Ipin and also the Big Hero 6.
To kick off this discussion, I'd like to share our vision for this exciting project. At Disney, we aim to create stories that resonate globally while honoring the unique cultural elements of each market. This collaboration with Las Kopak is an opportunity to blend the magic of Upin Ipin with the beloved world of the Hero 6.
And as we move forward, it's important that every aspect like financial, legal, or creative must align with Disney's global strategy while reflecting the cultural richness of Malaysia. And this partnership is not just about creativity, it's about cultural authenticity. And we are excited to explore how we can bring this vision to life together.
Thank you, Miss March. Thank you, Miss March and Mr. Daniel. So while we are excited to have this collaboration, our main priority is actually to preserve the identity and cultural essence of Upin Ipin. And these characters are actually deeply rooted to our traditions and values. In the same time, we want to ensure that these elements are fully practiced in this movie so that we can remain at the heart of the story.
Actually, I like to echo what Adriana mentioned, which our primary goal is to make sure that Upin Ipin stays true to its roots and also while blending in the excitement that your side, which is Big Hero 6 brings. But I'm afraid we have to remember that we're not just looking to combine two worlds between our world and also your world. We also focus on creating something that showcases the best of both cultures in a way that respectful and also meaningful.
Couldn't agree more, Miss Akila. From my end, which is this partnership offers a great opportunity to introduce Upin Ipin to a wider audience and not only focusing on both countries who are evolving, which is America and Malaysia, but also to the other parts and contingent of other world like the Asia, the Western, and all not. But the story must still reflect what's important to us as Malaysia, which is our tradition, our culture, and our self-identity.
Well, we understand your concerns and we really want to find a balance. And our goal is to create a story that works for audiences around the world while still respecting local tradition. So now, let's talk about how we can make this work together. Well, actually, one idea that we would like to explore is making Abang Sally as an openly gay character to promote inclusivity. And this aligns with Disney's values and enhances global appeal by representing the LGBT community.
Sorry, Mr. Daniel. I'm afraid I have to say that from our side, we must strongly oppose this suggestion because while what you say, inclusivity is important, it is also important for us to respect Malaysian cultural norms. So by portraying Abang Sally as a gay person would be culturally insensitive and also could alienate our audience here and also globally. I know that he's a soft-spoken character, but I think he's not meant to represent a sexual orientation, especially for LGBT community.
I mean, from our perspective, representation matters, and many Disney films have included diverse characters to reflect modern values. We believe this is a step forward in inclusivity.
We understand the importance of inclusivity that you are trying to expose to the world, right? But this must be done in a way that does not conflict with our local custom. And the thing that you would like to share and showcase to the world, it must not involve any kind of discomfort or touch the sensitivity of our culture and tradition of Malaysian. Could we perhaps explore other ways to highlight themes of acceptance without changing Abang Sally's identity?
Yeah. We hear your concerns. Inclusivity doesn't necessarily need to be explicit, right? Maybe could we explore subtle themes of acceptance and individuality? For example, we can showcasing Abang Sally's kindness and confidence as universal traits.
Well, Mr. Daniel, I think that's a possibility because emphasizing universal values like, family, friendship, and also acceptance can be culturally sensitive while appealing globally. But however, it is crucial to make sure that the story doesn't misrepresent or oversimplify our cultural identity, I guess.
Perhaps we can introduce another new character that embodies inclusivity in a way that aligns with your culture. Would that be a suitable alternative?
That might work, but if Disney wants to showcase the inclusivity, we could develop a storyline where different personalities are accepted in a way that feels natural to our audience. So this focus would be more on diversity of thought, action, and kindness rather than one singular aspect of identity.
Yeah, exactly. We could bring in a supporting character who represents a non-traditional path, but without overshadowing the essence of Abang Sally. And actually, I think this would allow us to highlight inclusivity without causing friction with local values.
That could definitely work, as long as we don't lose the essence of the story, which is about family, community, and universal values. We should aim for an approach that feels both natural and respectful for our tradition and our culture.
Agree, totally agreed. We don't want to compromise the story, so let's start drafting potential character profiles and see how we can best introduce these new ideas.
Well, I would like to add some suggestion. I think we should also consider the implications of this new character within the context of the plot. So, would these characters serve a meaningful purpose beyond representation or any others?
That is a great point. Perhaps this character can act as a mentor or guide to the younger characters, reinforcing positive values that are universal yet culturally appropriate.
I am glad that this topic got covered, so now we can move on to the next topic.
To preserve authenticity, we propose a joint creative process where our team collaborate with Disney animator, writer, background team crew, and all of the team members that will join together to make this movie work. This partnership ensures the story stays true to its roots.
We value that input. However, efficiency is critical for a project in this scale. Could we designate specific roles? I mean, for instance, Last Kopak focuses on the cultural insights, while Disney handles animation and global storytelling.
That is a start, but we believe that cultural authenticity needs a more of direct involvement. So by saying this, for example, maybe we can co-write the script, and during the animation process, we can discuss more and we can check on the script.
Well, what about hosting joint workshops to align our creative visions? because I believe that these sessions could streamline the collaboration while allowing both teams to contribute meaningfully. And we can also hold brainstorming sessions to help keep the creative momentum flowing.
We are very open to that idea. A series of workshops can help ensure the final project is flawless, and that is represent both culture authentically and effectively. It's essential that we make sure the script stays grounded in local realities while still appealing to the global audience. At the same time, the script must be already have been checked, written, proofread, and whatnot to make sure the final will be very free of errors.
Actually, I would like to add some points from the part. I think we could propose an advisory board consisting of both teams, where decisions on story elements are made collectively. For example, vision board of the whole collaboration. I believe this would make it easier to manage any disagreements in a way that to respect both of our cultures' representations and also values.
Yeah, that could certainly work, as long as there are clear guidelines on how we maintain production efficiency without too many delays. These advisory sessions should be used strategically so we don't slow down the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Efficiency and quality are both top priorities, but we have set rules. We can avoid overlap and confusion. It's about making sure each team is empowered to focus on their area of expertise.
One concern that we have is actually on the animation process and styles, because Upin is more to Malaysian distinct approach, which is while for Disney it is more to Western styles. So how do you have like any ways on how to blend this without losing our culture or our identity?
I can see that your point of view, Datin Adriana. Maybe we can experiment with a lot of hybrid animation approach. That's why we have to apply the trial and error strategy, to avoid any mistake during the process to achieve the final goal result that is very perfect. And then we have to retain the core features of Upin Ipin design while adopting Disney high-end animation technique.
To maximize efficiency, we propose creating a single global version of this movie. This streamlines production and ensures consistency.
A single version risks alienating to our local audiences, so that we suggest two versions. One localized for Southeast Asia with cultural references, and another one is global version which emphasize universal themes.
Well, that's an interesting idea. However, we need to ensure both versions align with Disney's brand and storytelling standards. Perhaps we can collaborate on deciding which elements remain consistent and which are tailored for different audiences.
Yeah, I think that's feasible. However, the localized version must align with Disney's brand standards. We can collaborate to identify which elements to adapt for each audience.
Well, Miss Marsha, I think I couldn't agree more because I think, for instance, the Southeast Asian version could include dialogue like in Bahasa Malaysia a little bit, and also scenes set in familiar locations of our country, while the global version could feature English dialogue and also broader settings, for example, your famous places or tourist attractions in the movie as a treat for the features.
I believe that this dual version approach ensures both authenticity and global appeal. So let's also discuss a revenue sharing model to reflect the unique contributions of each version.
Yeah, we are very excited about this partnership and the potential impact this movie will have on global audiences. So, yeah, let's get started.
Hello. So for my part of the reflection, I would say that participating in this intercultural negotiation role play between Upin Ipin and Big Hero 6 made me realize how challenging it is to navigate cultural differences. I gained a deeper understanding of Malaysia's high context communication compared to the US low context approach. Negotiating inclusivity while respecting Malaysia's sensitivity required adaptability and empathy, but I was proud of how we found common ground with subtle inclusivity themes. These processes also highlighted the importance of active listening and teamwork. Initially, creative control and character representation were difficult to agree on, but open discussion and collaborative solutions like advisory panels helped bridge differences. I also reflected on the balance between localization and the universal storytelling, maintaining cultural authenticity while ensuring global appeal. Overall, I would say this experience is very meaningful, and it really reinforced that patience, clear communication, and problem solving are key to a successful intercultural negotiation or collaboration. I now feel more confident in navigating cultural differences effectively and also respectfully. Thank you.
For my reflection, this roleplay and portfolio assessment have given me newfound enlightenment, offering insights into intercultural communication and negotiations across cultural divides. The differences between Malaysia and America highlight the challenge of bridging inclusivity, tradition, and modernity. One of the most significant lessons I learned was understanding cultural differences, how varying communication and decision-making styles drive negotiations. Interacting between cultures requires patience, sympathy, and open-mindedness. The Disney less compact negotiation reflected American business ethics favoring efficiency and inclusivity, while the Malaysian side prioritized culture and ethic. This experience made me realize that communication is not just about speaking, but also listening and adapting. Overall, this assessment was an eye-opener. Culture does not divide but connects us, enriching our experiences. If we acknowledge and respect cultural differences, our interactions become more inclusive and meaningful. Moving forward, I will continue to develop my awareness, keep an open mind, and adapt in both personal and professional settings. This experience reinforced that diversity fosters growth and strengthens international relations.
Hi, I'm HUSNA RUBAINE. I will talk about my individual reflection. In my recent role play of an intercultural negotiation between the Malaysian and also American negotiators, I gained valuable insights into how cultural differences impact the negotiation process. So some key factors that influence the success of this negotiation, such as communication styles, cultural values, and also negotiation strategies. If these factors not properly managed, this can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. But with the right approach, they can overcome to foster better cooperation and collaboration. So one of the biggest challenges I noticed was the language barrier, not just in terms of language but also in communication style. So despite both parties speaking in English, the American negotiators' direct approach often clashed with the Malaysian negotiators' more indirect style of communication, which is they propose more harmonious style. So I understand that cultural values also had a significant impact on the negotiation, because the American focused more on individualism, contrast with the Malaysian, which emphasizes on the building relationship. To navigate these challenges, I focus as my role in this role play to build trust and also adapting my communication style to the American communication style. I also made an effort to engage more friendly and warm to establish my rapport. So in conclusion, this role play taught me that understanding cultural differences and also try to adapt communication techniques and strategies are important for us to achieve successful negotiations. That is all from me.
My name is FATIN ADRIANA BINTI ROSSIDI, and this is the reflection from the roleplay and assignment that have given to us. This assignment and roleplay have taught me about the intercultural negotiation that has happened and involved when we did the roleplay. So the collaboration between United States and Malaysia actually something that would be very challenging because Malaysia is a high context country while the United States of America is a low context country. So this is where the negotiation happened, where we actually have a total of different view between a lot of things and opinions, but at the end of the day we could make one voice and a decision through the discussion, because there is a bridge between this discussion, which is the empathy from two parties, and we also have the openness during the discussion. So this is where I can say when United States wanted to built in the characteristic of a gay in a movie, but the Malaysia side rejected, since it is something sensitive. So this is actually cultural awareness or cultural sensitivity that has involved throughout the discussion. And not just that, but I have also learned about the different types of negotiation when it comes to negotiating about some ideas, projects, thoughts that we want to hear from different people. And with that, I could make a better move, and I could also gain more knowledge about how different people have different negotiation strategies.
So, through this roleplay, I have learned that intercultural negotiation requires active participation and a deep understanding of both American and Malaysian culture. Both parties must be very aware and have that cultural sensitivity towards the difference of the tradition, norm, taboos, religious factor, economical, social status, and what more. The negotiation between Upin Ipin and Big Hero 6 emphasized mutual respect, appreciation, allowing both teams to collaborate effectively to achieve one goal and direction, which is the success of win-win outcome. One of the key aspects was the exchange of cultural insight. The Malaysian team prioritized preserving Upin Ipin cultural essence, while the American team shared their expertise in creating globally relatable narrative. A major discussion point was balancing the distinct animation style to maintain both brand identity while appealing to a wider audience across the whole country. Challenges arose, including language barrier, different production schedule, and audience expectation. To overcome all of these problems, both teams agreed to use bilingual communication, which is the English as a medium of communication. Both teams agreed to align project timeline and conduct audience research. Regular updates, on-site monitoring, and collaborative training ensure a very smooth workflow. This roleplay has shown me how animation can serve as a bridge between culture, fostering unity and opening doors for future global collaboration. It reinforced the power of storytelling in connecting people worldwide, no matter how kind of different of races, skin color, tone, and whatsoever. That's all from me. Thank you.